All right. Shalom, family. I hope all is well. I hope that you all are having a great day, a great week so far. But I'm coming to you real quick because the Spirit of the Lord is very heavy on me. And we're not going to get into the Lord. Yeah, I don't want to lose anybody because if you know who you are, then you already know what his name is. But this is for people that have not yet recognized who they are. And so I don't want to miss anybody in translation. So please, we don't have to get into the technicality of names. I know his name is Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yah. I know his name is Yeshua, not Jesus. But for the people's sake that may not understand the technicality of names, let's just rock with it. So, like I said, the Spirit of the Lord was very heavy on me this morning, and I wanted to make this video because I feel like it's so imperative right now. I feel like we are at such a pivotal time, and I was just thinking about the word and in Luke 12 and 20, was it Luke 12 and 54 to verse 56, and it was saying, I'm paraphrasing, but basically you can tell when it's about to rain, and it does. You could tell when the seasons change. You can see all these things, but you mean to tell me you can't interpret the times of the times that we're in, the present time? When you start hearing about wars and rumors of wars, when you start seeing evil at its all-time high, when you start understanding that we are in the days of Noah, you have to understand what time it is for the people. And about a year or so ago, Yah had given me the word to repent and prepare. And to repent is not just lip service. We have to get past just saying, God, I'm sorry. But we have to start taking action to actually do things to repent. We have to turn from those things. The word in 2 Chronicles 7 and 14, and I'm paraphrasing again, but it basically says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, then I will hear them, and I'll heal their land, and I'll return them back to their land. So it's that time. It's really time for us to get in alignment with who the Most High has told us to be, who He has called us to be, that we are a royal priesthood, a holy nation. Now, this is not really a black and white thing. I don't want to get caught up in that. But you have to understand, when the Most High Yah has called a nation of people, that technically you African Americans, you black people across the world, that you are a called nation. And like I said, it's not a black and white thing, but when you identify a nation of people, they all look alike. It just so happened that our skin was darker because of the region in which we came from. And so when God scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth, we're all over the place. It's not just black people in America. It's not just Africans, people that are African. It's not just them, but we got black Europeans. We have black people in China and all throughout Asia. We got black people in Brazil and South America and Canada and in the UK and Australia. We have people all over the world. And like I said, it's not technically a color thing. This is a nation thing. You were called to be a royal priesthood. You were called to be a holy nation. It's time for us to understand that and to begin to walk in that, because the time is coming where judgment is coming to the earth. And this is not a scary video. This is not, live in fear, but this is to live in preparation so that you don't miss the signs of the times, so that your family is saved. When you start walking upright in the Most High, and when you start following His word and you leave religion alone, then you will be able to see clearly what time it is and what it is that you need to do. The Bible, I keep on saying this over and over and over again. The Bible is not just some type of inspirational or motivational text. The Bible is clear instructions for the children of Israel. You have to understand that your skin color is just an identifier of who you are. Most High did not forget about you. He didn't just slap a name on you and call you African American. He said that these nations will conspire against you, to confuse you, to remove your heritage. And it's time for us to get back to our heritage. It's time for us to get back into our book of instruction, which is the Bible. It's time for us to start to really read that so that we can understand who we are, whose we are, where we stand, how we're supposed to move and govern ourselves on a day-to-day. And the seasons are about to change. Well, the seasons are changing. We're coming into the fall time. And I know in America, fall time is, a time where a lot of, black people that are still, in pagan ideologies in religion, we worship. People worship, or celebrate Halloween, they celebrate Thanksgiving, they celebrate Christmas, they celebrate all these different holidays that Yah has commanded us not to fool in idolatry, not to get into pagan worship. And it's time for us to turn from these things. So many of our people are blinded by religion. And I don't want to get into a whole battle about religion, but I want to tell you that you have to come up out of that so that you can see who you are. You cannot continue to worship in these ways and go to church and have Christmas trees up. Go to the mosque, and that's not what the Most High called for you. I used to be Muslim. I used to be Christian. Okay, I was searching for the Most High in all these different things, and then he took me up out of those religions so that he can really deal with me and show me who he is in his purest form. Is when you have religion, when you look in and reading the Bible through religion, it clouds your minds. And I know people are on this whole weird gods things. Listen, I'm not trying to fight with our people. I'm just trying to serve you up the word, because the Most High is dealing with me to do that. And so I can't be disobedient in this hour, because we are about to enter a season of judgment. He's given us grace. He's given his people grace so that we can get ourselves together. But you have to be able to identify the times. You have to be able to identify the seasons, because if you do not, you will have the same judgment as the people of these other nations. You are called to a royal priesthood. I know that people don't want to identify with being a Hebrew Israelite, maybe because when you walk down the streets, I know when I was in Philadelphia, I remember seeing the Hebrew Israelites on the corners, and they were yelling and screaming at people, and I get that. But at the same time, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. When the Most High God pours his spirit into you, pours his word into you, and fills you up, then you will then be able to see who you are, and that you are a chosen people. You have to know that you are a chosen people, and that is why we're in a situation that we're in. That's why we're in a land that we don't know. This is not our land, and I know some people want to argue about that we were here first. I get that. Yes, the children of Israel were here before the colonizers came over here into America. Yes, but the transatlantic slave trade brought a lot of our people over here. And just like when Joseph came and brought Jacob into Egypt, and they multiplied more than the Egyptians, and that's why the Pharaoh sent out a mandate to kill them, because one, they knew that they were growing and they will be more numerous. Well, they were more numerous than the Egyptians, but also they knew that if they understood the power and who they were, that they can overtake the Egyptians. And so you have to understand that they also knew that something was coming. A deliverance was coming. A deliverance was coming. And what you are seeing is a spike in our brutalities, a spike in, all these different sins of the world. And I don't want to sin bash, but at the same time I do, because sin is what's holding our people back. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, that's what the Most High God said. It's time for us to seek his face, Israel. It's time for us to know our identity. Know that you are not African American, that you have a race, that you're a Hebrew, that you have a nationality, you're Israelite. And then the African Americans, that you have a tribe, and you are the tribe of Judah, which the scepter will not depart from. Who you are is who Jesus was, who Yeshua was. And when you start understanding that and walking in that royal priesthood, you will begin to see everything exactly for what it is, and know that your identity was stolen. They know, the powers that be, they know who you are. We don't fight against just flesh and blood. We fight against principalities. And it's time for us to identify those principalities so that we can smarten up and start walking in his way, so that the blessings of the Most High can fall on us. So that as a nation, we can stand up. So that as a nation, who we are can be can be seen throughout the world, and our light shine. That we are supposed to be the salt of the earth. We are supposed to be that flavor, okay? The flavor of the Most High God. So we have to walk into that. We have to. It's time for us to walk in that. And so I'm asking you, I'm admonishing you to please seek the Most High. Seek him with your heart. He said, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. If you do these things with a pure heart, I promise you, he will guide you and direct you and let you know what